Hey, Gemini Cancers, my beautiful Gemini Cancer capsules. You're not here by accident. That thunder, we're having a thunderstorm now here, but it's quite interesting. It's like the sun is shining and it's raining all at the same time. Right. There is a major life shift that's unfolding for you right now. I need you to feel this. This isn't just another phase. This is a turning point in your life. Something's ending. But it's not going to be a loss. It's a release that's been building for years. And what's coming in to replace it? Well, it's going to shape you, how you live, love, and show up for this in this world. If you feel a need to take a deep breath and ground yourself, go ahead. Because we're about to dive into what this change actually is for you, what's happening right now, and where is this leading you next. All right, let's just have a quick look at the astrology, what's been happening, because everything comes together and makes kind of sense, Right, so we just had that Pisces new moon, right? Sitting at the very last degree of Pisces, and this was a powerful one. Gemini-Cancer Cusps. Pisces energy is activating your emotional closure, your past cycles and karmic timelines. This wasn't just any new moon. This was something that perhaps started around 2007, between 3 to 19 years ago. 38 could be significant. A version of you, a dream, a relationship, a wound, it's all coming in full circle, and you can probably feel it, right? That emotional heaviness, that reflection, that sense of, I cannot carry this version of myself anymore. And that's here where it shifts, all right? Okay, so around today's the 20th, the sun will be moving into Aries between the 20th and the 21st, depending on where you are in the world. And this is where suddenly everything changes. As well, Mercury will be going direct in Pisces. So we are moving in the energy from water into fire, from feeling into action, from confusion into truth. And this is where your life change begins to activate. All right, because my Gemini Cancer cusps, you're being pushed to move forward in a way that you haven't before. Over the next few weeks, the energy intensifies. You've got Aries igniting your identity, your direction, your decisions. With Saturn there, this is serious, all right? This is real change, no more delays. By the 2nd of April, we have the Libra full moon, bringing relationship clarity. Who stays, who goes, and who actually sees you. And then by mid-April, the Aries new moon, this is going to be your reset point. This is where you choose yourself. But what really stands out for you is going to be between the 24th and the 27th of April. Uranus is entering Gemini. And for you, this is going to hit home. This is a sudden shift in your identity, your path, your voice, unexpected opportunities, things just changing overnight. The heart of the sky, 24 could be significant. 6. The number 11 could be significant. Perhaps you've been seeing 11s. All right. And that energy with Uranus entering Gemini, it's not going to be chaos. It's just going to be a liberation, I'm hearing. So what I'm feeling here is this is a life change for you that's not going to be small. It's not going to be surface level. It's deep emotional release that's happening, followed by bold, undeniable new beginnings. You leaving behind a version of yourself that was shaped by survival. Each one of you is slightly different, right? Survival means different for each one. But you are stepping into one that is going to be a new timeline, that's one that's more aligned with your truth. So, my Gemini Cancers, what is shifting right now? Why now? And where is all this leading? Completion. Number 9. Snakes could be significant. The blade. Number 6. Thunder. Yeah, we are having a thunderstorm in your reading. 56. 1111 could be significant for your group. Fire. Number 19. Rainmaker. Well, throat. Rainmaker. 42. Breaks down to 6. Double sixes could be significant. Harmony, love, alignment. So any of these numbers could mean something to you. Here's the rattle. 43, which breaks down to 7. I see many paths at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to leave it out. Many paths. Another 7 coming out. You're being divinely guided, beautiful souls. Page of Pentacles. A new beginning, a solid offer, something small, a gift. Spirit angels, ancestors of the highest light and good, please come through for our Gemini-Cancer cusp regarding this major life change for them. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Look at all this Pentacles coming out here. Page of Swords. Curiosity. Learning. Perhaps someone curious about you, watching you. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Two of Swords. Strength. This is deep. What I'm feeling here is that this major life change is not something that's happening around you. This is something that's happening within you first. And then your entire external world has no choice but to shift with it. This is very spiritual. This is awakening. This is you stepping into a version of yourself that is way more aligned, way more aware. But to get there, you had to close something out. Completion. This is confirmation again that something is done. A cycle, a relationship, a mindset, even a version of your identity. It's reached a natural ending. Not forced, not taken from you. Completed. For some of you, my beautiful souls, this may feel honestly really emotional and perhaps even bittersweet. Because my Gemini Cancers, you feel deeply, right? Even when you try to logic your way through it. The blade, thunder, fire. This is where it's now getting real. This is not a quiet ending. This is truth cutting through illusions. This is a sudden realization, a conversation, a decision, things just coming to light that you cannot ignore anymore. For some of you, this could have been a sudden wake-up call. Something said that changed everything. Or maybe even you finally saying, enough is enough. The blade, Doesn't ask, it slices, it cuts. Thunder and fire, that's fast, intense, undeniable energy. This is that Aries energy that we spoke about. You're not sitting in it anymore. You're acting on it. All right. Now the Rainmaker and the Rattle, I love this part because after all that intensity, this is healing with the Rainmaker and the Rattle. This is you calling your energy back. This is you reconnecting with your own rhythm again. It's like after the storm clears, you start to feel yourself returning, a wiser one, a calmer one, a more grounded one. And with many parts here at the bottom of the deck here, Gemini-Cancer, you're not stuck. You're actually standing at a crossroad of opportunities. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Strong pentacle energy coming through here. This tells me your life change is tied to your stability, your money, your work, your purpose, your sense of security. This is you going from starting something new, the Page, to becoming stable, abundant, and grounded, the Queen. Whether you're male or female, don't worry about the agenda. But in between, right, here's the Seven of Pentacles, all right? This didn't happen overnight. You've been waiting, you've been investing, questioning even, like, is this worth it? Sometimes you're like, we're asking yourself, is this even worth it? Is this even worth it? And now you really are starting to see why everything took so long. Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. This is where your mindset starts changing, where you begin seeing things differently, questioning things, maybe even realizing where you've been underpaid, undervalued, or perhaps it's emotionally unsupported. This is feeling lack. But I need you to hear this so clearly. This isn't saying you'll be left out in the cold. This is showing you where you've been settling for less than you deserve. I'm being called to the completion and blade here. There was something in your life that has already ended energetically, but maybe physically, emotionally, or mentally, maybe you were still holding on. And the blade doesn't ask, right? It cuts. It's that clear, decisive ending that for some of you, this is a mindset. For others, this is a relationship, a job, a version of yourself that kept overgiving, overthinking, staying too long. I'm hearing strongly, you already know what that is. That sudden realization that truth is hitting fast. Again with thunder and fire. Maybe even something external happening that forces this shift. Thunder is that wake-up call. Fire is the action that follows. Where you don't just feel anymore, right? You move. You know, once you release what's been weighing you down, you will move into a space of creation, manifestation, and choice. I'm getting the energy of the Rainmaker. Says, you call in your reality now. The Rattle shakes, clears the old energy, the old identity, You are no longer stuck on one path. You are stepping into a timeline where you have options, many paths. Yes, this is definitely all connected to your stability, your work, your self-worth, your foundation that you've been putting effort in, waiting, investing. And it's going to pay off. You are building something real. You're not just staying comfortable. I feel the energy here that this is this sudden decision energy, all right? This is you saying, I can't stay here anymore. I need to move. I need to choose differently. Fast action, clear-minded, no more confusion. This change that has been happening has been divinely orchestrated. You're being guided through a soul level upgrade right now. There's something in your life that has already ended energetically. You're not losing something. You're outgrowing it. You're going through an awakening. You're seeing something seriously clearly now. Maybe something you ignored before. Some of you, this is realizing where you've been undervalued. Yeah, definitely where you've been overworking. You're not looking back. You're making that decision and you're not looking back. You're not overthinking anymore. You're not waiting anymore. You're moving. There's a part of you, though, that perhaps feels unsure here with the Two of Swords, Strength reversed. A part of you that feels emotionally drained, maybe even doubting your ability to handle this change, and that's human. Because this isn't a small step. This is like a life pivot. I am seeing the Nine of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. This change is leading to your emotional fulfillment, to a life that actually feels good, not just something that looks stable on the outside, but yeah, you're not going to get there by staying where you are. So, when we bring all this energy together, your major life change is that you are closing out a cycle, a long cycle where you settled, you waited, you held on to something that wasn't fully growing. You're being pushed through truth, through sudden realization, through emotional release, to choose a new path that aligns with your worth, your stability, and your future. And yes, it's scary, it feels uncertain. But yes, it feels intense. But it's also opening doors that you couldn't access before. Where is your life? Where in your life do you already know something has ended? Even if you haven't fully let go yet. Because that's exactly what this transformation is happening here. Spirit angels, ancestors, please can we get some final advice here for our Gemini Taurists? Temperance, balance, duality, alchemy, Sun. Six of Cups. Four of Cups. Three of Swords. This is powerful. This is your reminder that you don't have to rush this. Yes, everything we spoke about, the shifts, the realizations, the sudden clarity, it's real. But the power right now is going to be balance. In not reacting from overwhelm, but responding from alignment. Yes, taking that one step at a time. Blending the old and the new gently, right? That you don't have to burn everything down overnight. Happiness is on the other side of this. Clarity, warmth, a sense of I made the right choice. things are going to feel lighter again, not because you allow yourself to walk through the truth first. Yes, but only because you allow yourself to walk through the truth first. Yes, you don't have to rush this transformation. You don't need to force it. Everything is coming back into balance. Everything is coming into balance for you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, like your emotions, your path, your timing. It's all being aligned behind the scenes. Yes, it's leading you all back to a version of you that's going to feel lighter, freer, and genuinely happy again. Okay, that's Six of Cups, the Three of Swords. It's really a deep emotional energy that's coming through. A lot of you, this change is tied to the past. Old memories, old relationships, old wounds that you have carried for a long time. Three of Swords, that heartbreak, right? Disappointment, pain that maybe you didn't fully process at the time. The cycle's closing right now. It's not just external, right? This is that emotional healing. You being asked to feel it, release it, and not carry it into the next chapter. Four of Cups, this is your final truth. Don't ignore what's being offered to you now. Just because you're still focused on what didn't work out before, because there is something new coming in. Look at this rainbow coming out of this one cup. There's a new opportunity, a new emotional experience, but you have to be willing to lift your head and see. My Gemini-Cancers, this is deep. Your life is not falling apart, it's rebalancing. You're not being rejected, you are being redirected. And the pain that you've been holding on to, it's not here to stay. It's here to be cleansed, to be released. Because where you are going, there's going to be peace, there's going to be joy. There is something that actually feels like home in your soul. But you can't take the past version with you. Hey, beautiful soul, if this resonated, helped you in sort of way, and you felt it in your chest, in your gut, that's your confirmation. Comment below. I choose my new path. I choose my new path. To archer this, all right? Shift and claim what's opening for you. And don't forget to like, subscribe. And if you haven't yet, subscribed to the Mystical Soul Tribe, the Mystics, the Wolves. Hey, what you waiting for? Because, hey, just know that you're not walking in this transformation alone. I'll check you around in the next one. Remember to stay grounded, stay open, and trust where you are being led.